I want to say a few things to you. Beyond every label, there's a story. And for every story, it is a factor dependent on the seeds that you sow. How you sow your seed matters because the decisions you make are a front burner that will tell us exactly what results you will get from your story. One of the things I learned very early in business is that your label is your identity. Your identity for me in business is a point I got to in, and I decided that if I must pick a name, I must pick a name that will resound over time. A name that people will see me and say, okay, yes, I know him. It's Lashakara. Oh, fantastic label. Oh, fantastic brand. And you see, if you get the label right, you will get the branding right. If you get the branding right, you're on your way to financial freedom. I will share a simple case study. In sports, when you see a tick like this, what brand do you think of? What brand? Nike. All right. In telecommunications, when you see, that's in Nigeria, if you see yellow, what brand do you think of? MTN, right? When it comes to cement production in Nigeria, what's the first brand that comes with cement production? Dangote. When you hear in politics, agreement is agreement. Who do you think of? Wiki, right? Why? Because these brands got the label right and got the branding right. Are we together? It's important that you get your branding right if you must succeed in any business that you do. My topic for today is cracking the money code. I'll be very brief, I'll be very short, and I'll hit the nail on the head very quickly. Back in the 90s, Nike did a challenging feat with the popular Michael Jordan. We all know Michael Jordan, the basketballer, famous Michael Jordan. There was a law in basketball, and in that law, they said anybody wearing a different color of shoe outside of white will pay a fine of $5,000. What did Nike do to get the branding right or get the label right? Nike paid in advance $410,000 for Michael Jordan to wear a shoe of his choice, black and red precisely, breaking all the odds. And they paid that advance for 82 games that was supposed to be played in that season. What happened to Nike when they did that? If you read the story, realize that every eye, the media, everybody watching basketball, everybody turned to Michael Jordan and his feet because it was the most outstanding thing right there every time they played the game. At the end of that season, Nike made $126 billion because they got the branding right. Are we together? So you see, it is very important. It's a prerequisite for you to get your branding right if you must make it in business, in whatever endeavor you do. So on this note, I'll be quickly sharing 7 money hacks. Please, if you have your pens, you want to write them down. 7 money hacks. Number 1. Are you ready? Your best possible means to financial freedom is through your talents and giftings. If you were to hack your talents and your giftings, those things that you find easy to do, those things you can easily come up with, those things, no matter what I realized in my business is that the very moment I was able to tap into what I loved, what I liked, I realized I was in my own element of my talents and giftings. If you can hack into your talent and your giftings, you will make it financially and you will grow greatly. Number 2, time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Time is priceless. Your time is priceless. 2 hours of focused work is better than 12 hours of doing nothing. Those of us who were in school, who were making some money doing business and the rest of them, myself, Last Prophet, a couple of people, we have a long story. If you notice when he was talking, I was always laughing because I know where he's coming from. We're all together. We're sowing the seeds of our future. We're sowing seeds with our time. We're putting money to work, putting our time to work, putting our talents to work. And today we're making a couple of monies from wherever, or from the different things that we are doing. Why? Because we're able to manage our time very well. So number 2, time is priceless and time is of the essence. Number 3, utilize your network. Your network, like we all know, is your net worth. Now, in your network, you have to be connected. Connection, when you say I'm connected to La Shakara, connection is not the people that you know. It's the people that know you. That's when you are connected. So I'm connected to Oyo if you. Do you have my number, Oyo? I have your number. Do we chat? Do we accept registries? Do we share ideas? Then I'm connected. So your network is very important. You must build your network if you want to make money extensively. Like she mentioned, say if you have 5 billionaires and you're in that room, you're the next. I don't know how true that is, but what I know is that you are the average of your 5 closest friends. Who are those around you? The 5 of them divided by 5. That is okay. You, let's assume about 4. So you plus them, that's 4, right? Plus you, that's 5. Divided by 5. You are the average of your 5 closest friends. When I went to Abuja to try to, explore the idea of real estate, I met somebody, his name is Mubarak. I'm sure if he listens to this, he'll be very shocked. Now, I realized that I must get the right people in my network. So I met Mubarak, and we got talking about real estate. And Mubarak said, you know what, MD, you will need to bring in some investments from time to time. I said, no problem. And then when the investment required some signings, I did the signings, some funding. I started sending in some funds. I was connected to Mubarak. I became his friend. We became very close. Now, today, Mubarak ran for governorship of Kogi State, all right, under the NNPP. And I realized one thing. He had grown politically and he had grown financially because of our relationship. Now, if you do not bring value to your network or to the connections that you claim you have, if you don't bring value to the table, you will not, at that time, you become useless in that network. But I brought in value. And because I brought in value, my value was appreciated by this Mubarak. Do you know that 2 years ago, he called me when I went to Abuja. He said, La Shakara, I have a gift for you. And that was my wife. So we drove down there. And guess what? He gave me a car key. I said, for what? He said, no, just thank you for being my friend. And he gave me a car key, CLE, Benz. I mean, it was like Benz cars. He gave me a Benz, clean, white, very fine car. Yes, I just sold recently. I upgraded it to a BMW. But point is, because of the kind of network I had, I was able to grow into getting things. Now, I'd like to ask you a simple question. Do you have 5 friends you can call that will give you whatever monies you are expecting or you want? You don't have. Okay, let me ask you. Can you call 5 people that give you 100,000? No. How about 10,000? Students, 10,000. 5,000. None. 1K, how about 1,000? 1,000. I have 5 friends I can call that give me 1 million naira now. If I need 1 million now, I know 5 people I can call. Just likewise is one of them. If I need 1 million, ask her, I should give 1 million. There's a way we understand anyhow, shall we not say when we ask for our money, we go racket them. Do you understand? I know that at least some of you, Kuboku, can you give me 1 million naira? And they call you now, can you give 1 million naira? Could they do it? What is the point? The point is that you must get your network to be valuable. Let it be a high value network. One other principle in hacking money is that you must believe that you receive money. You must call those things that be not as though they were. No matter how much you see it, you must add Bible principles. When you attract money, when you call forth money, somehow, the elements around you begins to work in that direction to give you that money that you're expecting. Next point. Don't be afraid to spend your money on luxuries. Don't be afraid to spend it on investments. All right? Spend it in the good things of life. Money was not made to be kept in the bank. Yes, you're going to invest, but make sure you're not afraid to spend that money. Save money for rainy days. If you want to hack money, you must learn to save it for rainy days. I will share with you a simple rule. It's called the budget rule. In the budget rule, it is 50, 40, and 10. 50% of all you earn is for investments. Please take notes. Very important principle. Most of us who are doing businesses are thriving today understand this principle. 50% of all that you earn is for what? Investments. 40% of all you earn is for your needs. Is for what? Your needs. And 10% of what you earn is for your wants. Now, what are your needs? Your needs are like you're paying NEPA bill, you're paying your school fees as a student, you're buying food to eat. What are your wants? You want to go and chill at Roma Lounge, you want to go and do this or do that, you want to take out your girlfriend. Those are your wants. So the budget rule, 50, 40, and 10. Are we together? Nextly, cultivate the culture of giving. Cultivate the culture of giving. If you must make it properly in life, you must learn to give. Why? Because when you give, there's a law of multiplier effects that comes into play in your giving. One of the things I do as a person is that I give as much as possible, not just via La Shakara. Yes, in La Shakara, we've trained over 200 people in branding, in graphics, in different trades, in sewing, different things. But then that's our own way of giving back. We try to do some scholarship empowerment programs to help people. So you must cultivate the culture of giving. Givers never lack, you know that, right? So cultivate that culture. Next one, develop multiple streams of income. The richest men today have a minimum of 7 streams of income. Develop multiple streams of income. You have to have other areas. I can share with you some of the streams I have. For example, in my businesses, I have a multi-purpose gym, I have a lounge, I have a real estate company, a dispatch company, I have La Shakara, which you all know. And, as we go on, I intend to add more things on the line. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, failure is not an option. Failure is never an option. Stand from where you are. Even if at all it comes your way by any means, fail forward. You must adapt. All right? You must improvise and you must rejig. Thank you and stay inspired.